My name is Lizzie, and I'm 17 going on 18, and I am going to be a freshman at Georgia State University in the fall. I suffer from a couple of chronic illnesses, one of them being chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as myalgic encephalomyelitis, and also two other forms of dysautonomia called hyperadrenergic postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3, which is the hypermobility type. All of these illnesses really lessen my quality of life. It's taken a toll on my education, my relationships, like my social life, my education. Did I say that already? Brain fog. And that's one of the symptoms of this. Anyway. I was a normal girl before I caught mono when I was 16, which was almost 2 years ago now. I went to school all the time and I had very good grades. I was an honor roll student. I still am, but I mean, I went to school all the time. I didn't have any problems with getting sick, really, so I was just a normal teenage girl. There's a couple options that I have that will not be covered by insurance. One of them being rituximab, which is an intravenous anti-cancer drug, actually. And there's been research to prove that it is extremely helpful in patients with CFS. The other option is a drug called Ampligen. And Ampligen is also very expensive, and you have to be very closely monitored while you're on that drug, which is a lot of money, and there's a lot of travel expenses involved too. Well, I would definitely go on to help others who are in my position right now, because it's a very tough time, like physically and mentally, to deal with, and I feel like doctors really don't understand these illnesses, and we really need better education, and I feel like I would definitely be one of those people who would help educate doctors on, you know, the scientific evidence behind these illnesses and the best way to treat them. So I would definitely go on to stay active in the community and help others. So that's what I would do if I got better. I mean, I'll still do that, even if I don't get better, but I would be one of the top people doing it. Well, I blog a lot. I talk to other people with, you know, the same illnesses, and I also play guitar. I love to play guitar. I love music. I love art, specifically abstract art. I love to paint, and I love fashion and makeup. I'm pretty girly, so. The blog is called Pay It Forward for ME, and ME is myalgic encephalomyelitis, which is chronic fatigue syndrome. And it is a blog that I update pretty often, and it's a place for like people suffering from CFS to go and, like, you know, read and look at the photos and all that to see that there are other people who understand what they're going through. So it's kind of like a support system, like a support blog for those who are suffering from ME. Well, I feel like people should help me because I have been an active member of the chronic illness community, and I have been spreading awareness for all of these different illnesses, and I have been advocating for teenagers my age who are also suffering from similar experiences. Well, I appreciate any contribution, even if it's just like 50 cents or something. It would mean a lot to me. because medical expenses are very expensive and it's not an easy thing to afford, and even if you can't donate, at least like pass it on to someone, because that would really be helpful. And you know, I would appreciate it, and it would mean the world to me if you could, or if you even just sat here and watched this video. That would be awesome. Just acknowledge it, you know. So that's what I think. You and me, too good to be, too true to be, too dumb to see. Where I live and where you live are not the same, we're not to blame. It's too crazy and far too hard and way too lazy to make it work. So here I am, I'm still alone, I'm still awake, I'm still afraid. I don't know what day it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I don't know what week it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you. Forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever. You and me, too good to be, too true to be, too dumb to see. Where I live and where you live are not the same, we're not to blame. Now you're off in another town, another girl just sitting around. I'm still here, I'm still alone, I'm still awake, I'm still afraid. I don't know what day it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I don't know what week it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you. Forever and ever, ever and ever, forever and ever, forever. You left me here alone. You left me here in the cold. You left me here by the sea. Oh, now I wish I could see it's you and me. I don't know what day it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I don't know what week it is, 'cause I've been up all night. I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna see you. Forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever.